If you can see it here, and you have the courage enough to speak it, it will happen.
So who's the best player in the world ever? Me.
Where does this confidence come from? What were you like as a child? Were you always like this? Did you know you were destined for greatness?
I was always one of those guys, yeah.
Oh, I can believe
it.
The first step before anybody else in the world believes it is you have to believe it.
To all of you out there, please keep your dreams alive. Dreams are something you have to believe in. I almost gave up on mine. They say stories like this only happen in the movies. I cannot believe it's happening to me. Mom, I just want an Oscar.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible.
The mind is but a magnet to what you want. You know what I'm saying? The law of attraction.
4th grade, I went in my closet. I said, I am going to the NBA.
When I was a kid, I used to visualize stadiums and like raising my hand and visualizing a arena full of fans, and that was something I done as a kid. I always had these visions of something. You have to do that. You have to battle with this.
Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve.
So a lot of times people believe in certain things, but they keep to themselves. They don't put it out there. If you truly believe in it, if you become vocal with it, you are creating that law of attraction, and it will become reality.
Connor, you've been dreaming about this moment. You've been talking about this moment. Honestly, though, does it feel the way you thought it would?
Yeah, it does. It feels beautiful. I dreamt this so much, so clearly, so precisely, and so frequently that it has manifested itself into reality. And that's what I am feeling right now. It's a dream come true.
Why not you? You've got the brains. You can make decisions. You can study the plan. You can change your life. You can grow immensely in the next few years. You can make your dreams come true. You can build a financial wall around your family nothing can get through. You can become healthy. You can become powerful. Why not you?
There's this thing about people, and they talk about manifesting. It's real, man. Manifesting is real. When you figure out who you are and what you want to do, and you devote your life to it like a maniac, like you're all in on this thing, and you manifest, most of these people end up, doing what they say they're going to do and being who they say they're going to become. It's real. And there's no excuses. There's no days off. There's no, not willing to grind, and everybody's against me, and this didn't happen for me because of this and that, and all this whining. There's these people who dive in and they're hardcore and they're focused and they know what they want. They know who they are, and they lay out these short-term goals and this roadmap on how to get there. Most of those people make it.
Through years in the gym, through wins, through losses, through life, I just realized that if you say it to yourself and you look yourself in the eye and look yourself in the mirror and truly believe that not a man alive can beat you, then that is the way it is. And just through hours in the gym and preparation, I feel that I am untouchable right now.
I think that there's a certain delusional quality that all successful people have to have. You have to believe that something different than what has happened for the last 50 million years of history. You have to believe that something different can happen. Confucius said, he who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right.
Wow.
Alrighty. Good morning, beautiful people. How is everyone doing? Let me know in the chat box if you can hear me loud and clear, or just give me a thumbs up so I know everything is good. You can see my screen, you can hear me. Just a 111 or a thumbs up would be good. Just checking. Test 1 2 3. Everything good? Yes. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. Let's dive straight into it in the session of today. First of all, for the people who do not know what we're doing here, it's pretty simple. We are trading Pricetrap, and every single morning I'm here. I'm just going through the charts and see what kind of pairs I'm personally watching to see a breakout retest happening. All right. For the people who do not know what Pricetrap is, well, it's pretty simple. When you come in the forex market or in the indices or gold or Bitcoin or doesn't matter what, you will see that there are certain structure points that will always be respected. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna focus on that structure. We're gonna trap the market in between a high and a low price trap, and then wait for the breakout retest. So little example here. What have we seen here on 80 Canadian? We had the high, we had the low. The market broke out, came back for the retest, and boom, we went higher. That's exactly what I mean with price trap. If this is too difficult for you, and you have never seen this before, or you're looking at this trading view chart and you're like, whoa, what are these blocks? What are these colors? What are these little sticks? All these kind of things. Maybe it's better for you to start finding yourself some good information so you get the basics out of everything when it comes down to forex trading or stocks or crypto or that kind of stuff. You really want to first learn these basics, highs, lows, trending markets, and so on and so forth, before you start or you really start getting into these markets. All right. What's very important on these sessions for me personally is that I'm not giving you any financial advice. I'm just here to give you guys my knowledge, my vision, and how I personally go into the charts. And the rest is up to you. All right. I'm not here to decide for you that you need to buy something or sell something, or I don't know. Nope, that's not the case. I just want to give you guys knowledge that you can use for yourself, that you can get in the charts yourself, and use this strategy that I'm using for the last, let's say, 6 to 7 years. All right, so good. I already see some charts in the chat box. I love that. So let's check what we have here. The first one, Euro USD, yeah, beautifully adjusted, because we were looking at a different way at Euro USD, but we saw that downtrending structure creating. So we definitely could be looking for some downwards movements here on Euro USD. So nicely spotted. Euro NZD, also nice one. Beautiful price action. You missed this one. Okay, that's fine. That's no problem. That can happen. But you spotted it good. You waited good for the retest. Okay, you missed out of it on it, but that's part of the game, of course. All right, you cannot have them every single one of them. I was looking at exactly the same here for NZD Canadian. You don't see something? Is there a problem with sharing my screen? Normally. Yes, there is. Thanks. All right. Good. Normally it should be good now, right? Normally it should be good. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I was just reviewing the charts. Let me show you the previous one on Euro USD. So I was looking for the buy, of course, with the price trap from last week. That was it. That was him, right? The big price trap here. Still valid though. Still good to go. Still good to go bullish. But you spotted nicely that the market was creating a downtrending movement here. And that's why I talk about structure, highs and lows. You see? So we have the breakout, the retest, boom. Breakout, retest, boom. Breakout, retest, boom. All right? So beautifully spotted. I love it. Nice one. So the next one I was going over. Oh, no, that was not my intention here. Let me do it like this. Excuse me about the screen sharing. I made a little mistake there, but yeah, we are here and we are ready. So yeah, the next one I was covering was NZD Canadian. I was also looking at this one yesterday. I shared this one in my Discord channel. Beautiful idea. It happens, all right. It happens that you miss out on some ideas. Same thing for the other one. What was it? Euro NZD. Yeah, this one here for the sell, of course. Yeah, you spotted it beautifully, and that's something you wanna keep close to you, and not that you missed out on it because you're creating some emotions that hasn't or doesn't need to be there. 80 USD, also a chart that I shared yesterday. Beautiful breakout retest. You entered here. Yeah, it's looking good. Again. You're really crushing it there. Every single week you're sending out some good ideas or some good price traps. Yeah, I trapped it exactly the same. Let me check. Charts from yesterday. What is this? 80 USD? Yeah. There we go. That was what I shared yesterday. So that's exactly the same chart. Only my low is on a different place, but for the rest, everything is exactly the same. So nicely spotted again. Good. Opinion on GU short? Yeah, definitely possible. Oof, this is looking good, to be honest. Okay, but let me first start with reviewing the price rush from last week, because we had some interesting things going on. With the first one, 80 Canadian, beautiful breakout, beautiful retest. I gave this price trap when the market was just above price here, so we were breaking out and coming back for that retest. We got some good price action out of this. This little nasty wick could do some damage, I'm gonna be honest there, because it went way deeper. But it created some beautiful price action afterwards that you could potentially find yourself a new entry out of this with a potential of around 70 pips. Depends on your stop loss, what kind of risk to reward you could take out of this, but like you can see, the breakout retest was beautifully respected. I'm going to go a little bit faster today because we have a lot of price traps, and I want to see, of course, if we have some price traps for today also, okay? So good, ADCHF, I gave you guys this also. Price was around this area, so we wicked down to the support one more time, then we broke out, came back for the retest. Pretty fast retest, not that deep into our zone, but that's fine, that's perfect. And then you simply look for the price action. We got some morning stars there. We got the 15-minute time frame. A little bit less clear. It was more of the 30 and the 1 hour where you could react on, and then you see that the market beautifully pushed higher with a potential also of almost 80 pips. All right, so another beautiful idea that we had from last week. Okay, then we have AD NZD. I gave this one when the market was around this area, so the market broke out a few hours after, and then in the evening, just before spread hour, we got some price action to take the market higher. It was a little risky though, because we were getting below this here, okay? So that was like, is this still respecting, or are you really attacking the lows to go lower again? But that was not the case. The market just beautifully respected, went higher. From this point, I think, yeah, almost around 70 pips again. Depends on your stop loss, how big of a risk to reward you got. But the zone that I was looking for, this was this white line. I drew it here for a reason. Got beautifully hit. All right, so that was a beautiful target to look at for AUD and ZD. Okay, let me check GU pretty fast because no, it's not ready yet. We need to be patient there. Okay, so. Next one was Euro CHF. Euro CHF didn't do anything, so we broke out, but we didn't came back for the retest, so we leave it alone. All right, that's a simple rule of price trap. If the market breaks out but leaves without us, then we just leave it alone. Like, what you can do is just find yourself some target zones. For example, these highs here can be a good target zone to look at. And if you see that it's hit before you even got an entry out of this, you can simply delete the price trap and move on to the next one. Okay, so that's for Euro CHF. Euro NZD, there we go. This was the idea. You sent it out. What I reviewed. But last week we were looking at this price trap. Okay, I gave this one. We were around this area of price. We wicked above this this high, and then started breaking structure to the downside. All right, the breakout wasn't that strong, but there was a breakout. So then the market came back to the retest, and boom, we took off. It took a while. It went very slow, sideways sometimes. But like you can see, there was again a beautiful opportunity there with around almost 155 pips. So it depends a little bit on your stop loss, of course. Let's just say you went for a 20 pip stop. There was a beautiful 1 on 5 even. One on, let me count, 1 on 8, almost 1 on 8 risk to reward there, that you could catch from Euro and ZD. Then we have Euro USD, different opportunities there. So the market came back for the retest, reacted on this little candle. I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure if I said something about it, but you just gotta know, if you see a breakout movement and the market pauses for a minute, like you see these small black candles, those are almost every time a pretty strong zone to look at for the retest. So look where the market reacts. So we have this black candle, boom, reaction. What do we have here? Black candle, boom, reaction. You see that? That's what I mean. Like, just watch it and see how it works out. So this first reaction was around, let me check, a push of almost 30 pips. The second one was a push of almost 35 pips. But like I said before, it was nicely spotted from Louis or Lewis. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. That this was a downtrending structure where you could beautifully react on. Okay, right now we did not break structure, so this could be the turnaround that we were looking for from the big price trap, the long-term price trap. This could be the support that he will be holding and start breaking structure to the other direction. Okay, so we shall see. Maybe I will come back on this one to trap and to see if we can get an opportunity out of this. All right, then we have GCAT. I was already talking about GCAT last week because we did not break this wick. And like you can see, the market just went crazy bullish and just kept on going higher. But even if you would look at this, price action wise wasn't really the best way or the best price action to react on. Or yeah, we did get some price action here. Let me take my words back, because here we got engulfings on the 15, engulfings on the 30. Only the 1 hour time frame did not respect this retest. But because of the situation that we did not break that wick, I personally didn't like it. I just left it alone. The next one was GN. GM did react first, so we got the breakout. Then the market came back for the retest. But we were already, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, we were already getting back into our zone on the session. This was where the session was given. So we went way higher in price, and I put it on this arrow because I said, like, we have strong supplies just sitting above. There's a very high chance the market will go above our resistance zone and then react to the downside. And that's exactly what we have seen here on GM. Okay, so that's for GBP and ZD. Let me keep on moving. GU, exactly the same thing. So we were around this, yeah, around this area. I was saying to you after this 1 hour doji, like, be careful, be patient, because at this point we don't have confirmations enough to really react on GU. And that's exactly what we have seen, because the market just shoot it higher and kept on moving higher also. Okay, I do see some room, a lot of room, to be honest, to go lower. Let me check the 4 hour. Yeah, definitely. So that sell that you're looking for right now is looking pretty good. Okay, so it's looking pretty solid. I will come back on that in a moment. Then we have NZD USD, pretty fast, pretty clean retest here. So the market broke out, not the strongest one, but it is a breakout. We have a new high. It's higher than the previous one. Market comes back for the retest, engulfing candles, rejection candles, everything in place, and the market just moved in our direction for around 50 pips, 47 to 50 pips, depends on your stop loss, depends on your reaction, how you personally reacted here. But again, the market went in our direction. I lost count, but so many price traps that did their thing last week. Okay, and then USD CHF, again, not the strongest breakout. We did get some price action on this first move, this one here, only 14 pips, so that was nothing. Here we got also a move, only 20 pips, so that was also nothing. And here we are already attacking the highs. So in my opinion, that's not interesting anymore to be reacting for sells. Okay, so that's for the last one, USD CHF. There we go. These are all the price traps that we had last week. Let me know in the chat box also if you're looking at certain pairs that you maybe say, like, maybe they're ready, almost ready. Let me know. Let me know. Let me put this structure here. I'm just gonna use that new or that most recent high that caused the breakup, because that's the structure that needs to get respected for the downside move. There we go. So this one is already ready to see if we can maybe have some opportunity there. Let me check the lower time frames. Nope. So now we got the double doji on the 15-minute time frame, which is the first sign of the market slowing down in price. But of course, like you can see, we don't have information enough yet. Okay, so we have to wait here. We have to be patient. All right, let me first check the news because we do have some news today, right? Yeah, we do, and very important news. So, first of all, at 11 we do have the European Central Bank President Lagarde who is speaking, but I don't think that that will be the biggest impact for today. We also have some USD and Canadian around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But the most important one is the FOMC from this evening. All right. So please be careful around 8:30, because you will see some crazy movements in the markets, especially if the decision of the FOMC or the decision is different than most people expect. All right, so most people expect no rate cuts, if I'm not mistaken. Don't shoot me. I'm not the most fundamental guy here. I'm more a price action guy, of course. But if it goes the opposite way, you will see that the market will go crazy on that. Okay. Also for the coming night at 1:30, we have AD news, CHF news at 9:30 and 10. But it's especially this AUD news. Please be careful if you have AUD pairs running during the night. Know that this is also in it. Okay, and that's a little bit it for the news. The GDP on the pound is something you can watch for the upcoming week. The CPI on Canadian is also one you need to watch. And then we have the non-farm employment change, and yeah, indeed. And unemployment rate here on USD on Tuesday. So this is also a very, very important one you want to keep out or keep an eye out for that one. Okay. CPI on pound is also coming, but in my opinion, the most important one is today, when it comes down to news. Alrighty, let me check. So USD Canadian and Euro Canadian. Yeah, Euro Canadian. Yeah. This is definitely a good structure point or a good high and low that you can look at for a breakout retest. So that's clean, that's decent. So that's the resistance zone. Probably you're looking at it like that, right? Let me know if you do it differently. I'm gonna go for this low, but just know we have some imbalance there. And a massive demand. Market could spike below this to then go higher. Just know that. Then we have Euro Canadian. Yeah, also looking pretty good. Pretty solid. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I know. That's why I put the arrow on there, because that's basically because if we go back to that chart, take a look. This low is created, then this high is created, then we have the higher low, and then we have an equal low. If the reason why I go for this low is because the market created this equal low. If the market wouldn't have created this equal low, so if, for example, we would be still here, this high is, in my opinion, not strong enough to really use that. Or this low is not strong enough to use it. Excuse me, I was thinking I'm saying something wrong here. So right now, this higher low is confirmed, in my opinion, because of the market creating equal highs. Yeah, of course. The shorts here, we do have room, of course, to go lower, but of course you're more interested in filling up the gap to the upside than looking downwards. Okay, but always remember we try to follow the market's direction, and at this point the market's direction is down. Okay, and let me show you, for example, when the market was pushing, this is a little smaller zone, of course, or a little smaller move, but the market pushed lower here, creating a massive gap also right over here, right? Then the market creates price action or structure, and you would expect like, okay, let's go break retest to the upside. But look what happened here, break retest to the downside. Okay, exact same thing here. Okay, gap, market breaks to the upside, but it doesn't respect and just keeps on moving down. All right, you see? So now market creates new structure. You're like, yeah, but that gap is still here at the top. I'm sure it will do this. Nope, breakout retest to the downside. Now again, we have this massive gap, new structure, but I'm not gonna be blindfolded or something like that. I don't know how to say it. Yes, all right. Good luck. Yeah, same thing. Two people have to go. Enjoy your week. You will see the recording passing by on my YouTube channel. But yeah, this is something you really wanna watch. Is like, don't marry that certain direction. It has to fill up, I know, but it doesn't has to do that right now. And that's a lot of people's mistake when certain things like this happen. They think it has to be filled up immediately. No. It doesn't have to fill up immediately. Look at this. This is also a beautiful example. So the market pushes higher strongly. We create this gap. You would think like, okay, we have new structure. Let's trap this. I'm looking at this. High, low. Let's trap it. Let's wait for the breakout retest to the downside to fill up the gap. Nope. Breakout retest to the upside. And we went higher and higher and higher. Eventually, we filled up. Eventually. But after weeks almost of other price action. So don't stare this down and yeah, marry that certain direction. Okay, good. Euro Canadian was also a pair. Yeah, of course. Euro Canadian is looking pretty good. Here I'm gonna use that at this low for now. It's also important when you're here and you want to use that price trap way of trading, that you know that you can adjust your charts and that you need to follow it up every single day, because the charts changes every day. Okay, new highs, new lows, new opportunities, and so on and so forth. All right, let me check what we have more. This one we messed out on this. This was a beautiful breakout retest to fill up the gap. ADCHF. Maybe I will come back on that one. Nope, it's nothing. ADNZD, I'm gonna leave this alone because we are really on strong sell zones. We have the breakout to the upside, but not a big fan of that one. ADUSD has some good new structure. Like I showed you in the beginning, we already have the breakout retest from this high here. So, but we missed out on that. So what we can do is now use that new structure, new high, to get a new breakout retest. There we go. That's it. Let me check. I do like this, to be honest. CHF JPY. No, let's see. Let's just trap it. I do this a lot of times, just trapping it and seeing what the market will do. I'm not gonna put myself in a position that I have to trade on CHF JPY. No, just following up. We will see later this week. Can we do something with it? Yes or no? Here we got this. Ooh. This support zone is very interesting. Let's see how we will be reacting when the moment the market breaks out. Oh, we have a 1 hour candle close on GU. Nope. Like you can see, this is why I wait, right? Oh, double doji, let's enter. We're not doing that. We're waiting. Long time ago I said this so many times. What are we paid for? Can someone let me know in the chat box? What are we paid for here in when we are trading Forex? Yes, sir. We are paid to wait. Waiting is the skill that you will have to develop when it comes down to trading, because it doesn't matter which strategy you're trading. Even if it's scalping, you will have to be a good waiter. a good patient trader. Paid to wait. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Even in scalping, you can say like, yeah, but that goes fast. I get a lot of entries on a day. Yeah, true. But how long do you need to wait for your entry? Probably you will have to wait till the market shows you what you want to see. GA. Let's see if we can follow that downtrending structure here for GA. We basically got an entry already, but let me put that zone on there. If we can just push a little higher above that wick, maybe we can find ourselves an opportunity, but I think this one is gone. This one is leaving without us. GCAT, nope. Nope. GJ. Nah. So GU is retesting. As the Canadian, nope, don't like it. As the CHF, also nothing. Whew. Big price circle ends the USD. Did I trap it yesterday? I think so. Yeah, I did. Let me trap it again. Let me use this low here. I'll have to keep going here because I see I only have 9 minutes left, but that should be good. There we go. USD Canadian, let's see how it will play out. USHEV, I'm going to leave it alone. UJ, I'm leaving alone. And gold, I'm also leaving alone. Good, that will be it. Let me go through one more time. Maybe I'm missing out on something. I don't think so. Nope, nope, nope. So AD USD, good price trap, waiting for the breakouts. CHF JPY, same thing. Canadian CHF, I'm more looking only for the breakout retest to the downside, of course. Euro Canadian looking for the breakout retest to the upside, but it doesn't necessarily have to do that. That's what I explained to you earlier this session. For people just joining, make sure to watch the recording. Always some value in there. GA, let's see. Let's see if we can get a little higher there around this area. This little zone here would be good. If we don't get there, let the market do its thing and let it just run without you. Okay. Then we have GU. This could definitely go a little higher here. Like this last bullish push before the drop could be a good one. As the Canadian is gone without us. Okay. As the USD looking good. USD Canadian looking for the breakout retest to the upside, but like I said, doesn't have to do that. And that will be it for the Forex pairs. There we go, there we go. Let me go pretty quick because I'm just keeping an eye out on the indices the last couple of weeks. So let me put this on there also. I'll already catch this beautiful sell yesterday. UK 100, exactly the same thing. For the people who are watching my recordings or my morning sessions that I do every day, remember what I drew here. First breakout retest, then I drew this new support zone. Second breakout retest, and looks what's happening right now. Another breakout and retests. By the way, for SPX, I did exactly the same thing. This was the low. Market broke out, came back for the retest. Boom. And this one is still in between zones. Nothing happened on this one. There we go. Yes, that's it. That's it. That's it. Crypto. First, what do we say about Euro NZD and GN for a sell? I am already in since this morning. Yeah, I probably didn't do anything with it because we missed it. Let me check. Euro NZD, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I mean. Like, this is a beautiful price trap breakout retest. I didn't do anything. I didn't trap it. I didn't look at it because I just missed this one. All right, this is gone without us. Okay. And then we have GN, exactly the same. Looking good, looking good. I cannot say a lot about it. You have your breakout, you have your retest. Know that the market is reacting pretty strong from this demand here, but yeah, you're following the trend, so I don't see anything wrong here. Nice reactions. Good. What did I drew here on Bitcoin? So first of all, of course, like every week, I start with the weekly closure. The weekly closure ended up with a doji. If we go to the daily time frame, I showed you guys We are breaking above these highs. What do I expect? I expect a retracement into these levels on the 4 hour and then going higher. And look, my arrows, I leave everything in place like it is, like I drew it on my previous session. So that's exactly what I drew. And look, beautiful how the market reacts on that. Okay, so what do I expect? Of course, nothing too crazy now. I do expect the market to go higher into supply, but of course it can also look like this. Okay, but it's beautiful to see how the market is respecting what I'm looking for, and that we are creating some kind of bullish movements here. At this moment, I would be saying like, let me delete. No, I'm not going to delete that. We really need to get above this here. Okay. That's the zone I would be looking for. We really need to get above that. Look at how strong this zone is. Look how the market reacts. So reaction to the upside, break, retest, boom. Comes back to it, reacts again, now rejecting again. And here also, break or retest to the upside, reaction to the downside, reaction to the upside, reaction to the upside. You see how strong this zone is? So we really need to get through this, okay? If we take a look at the dominance, it's like, well, yeah, consolidating a little bit, while Ethereum is gaining strength. You see? Also, exactly what I drew here happened. We are now in daily supplies. This daily supply can be way cleaner. This is just, it has to be something like this, to be honest. There we go. So now we are at daily supplies. What do I expect from the market? Something like this. Okay. I was not joking when I said in the beginning of my session that every single market is following structure and basic market information. So what do we see? High, oh, interesting, higher low, interesting, higher high, higher low, higher high. I can keep showing this. This is insane. Some people if you don't understand this and you're looking at this and you're like, what the, how does he see this? Remember, I'm doing this for a long time already. So for me, it's like, yeah, look at that. Look at that. I'm saying that this zone is going to be retested since we were consolidating around this price. Since this movement, I was saying like, okay, I expect Ethereum, Bitcoin in the zone and then start to react to the upside. And look what's happening. Beautiful. Beautiful. So now we are at supply. So we need to be careful here that the market does not respect this. But it looks like it's bullish. So it looks like we're breaking through that. And when I see this happening, I think we will see another run on the altcoins. Okay. Now the altcoins are all kind of consolidating, sticking at the same prices. But I do see another alt run the moment Ethereum is really breaking out again to the upside. And look at that. It's looking good, to be honest. It's looking pretty good. Look at that monthly breakout, retest, boom. But we got to be careful the moment the market gets back in levels around 4,000 and on Bitcoin levels around 100 to 110, something like that. These are levels we will have to really be paying a lot of attention there. What's exactly going to happen with these cryptos. And that will be it for today. Any questions? Let me know in the chat box. Let me check GU, of course, because this one is preparing himself. Look at that. We are reacting. We are engulfing, but not yet. Wait for candle closures. It can look like this, and then in 15 minutes, it's just a bullish candle. So always be patient. Okay, I don't see any questions coming in. Okay. I think we are ready for today. Seeing a bearish idea on Bitcoin. Let me check. Bearish. Pending. Yeah. What did I say? Like we break the highs, we can retest. So yeah, could be a sell coming, but not that low. All right. I think his targets will be around 9,500, maybe. I'm not sure. I haven't seen the idea. But I'm gonna leave it with this, guys, because I'm gonna get kicked out in every moment. So I want to wish you all a beautiful, beautiful week. We see each other back next week, of course, for a brand new price rep session where we will review all the price reps from today and make some new price reps for the new week. If you're interested in all this world, all this Forex thing, and I don't know, you can always send me a private message to really get the basics and every information I have gained the last couple of years. All right. So I see you all very soon again. I wish you a great week. And let's catch some pips. All right. So see